Da 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 da! What's my good cheer? Welcome, everybody. I am so amazed just with that intro today because we have this word community this week. And hi, if you've never met me before, I'm Cindy. I explore the inside and the outside, and we've been picking a powerful word every week. And we are on our 30th word, and we're plowing into it this week. But at the same time as we're plowing into it, the lessons are hitting home. And it is related to community. It's related to my very own community. In my brand, over the past few years, I have been graced to have some amazing people come and touch my life by, hanging out with me as I explore, as I let my intuition and my curiosity, my pain and my hopes for my future, right? Allow it to sweep me up and take me on a little bit of journey. But on that journey, like I said, I have been graced with a little bit of company. That community of mine that I have been building here on YouTube and Instagram, right? That I have been building, and I've been building since I started on these platforms in 2014. Even when I wasn't aware or had any idea into some of these ideas that I have now, right? In the pursuit of some of my goals at the time and the goals that I have achieved and the goals that I haven't even thought of yet, but at some point may or may not pursue, right? I have had some amazing people hang out with me in that adventure. When those people suffer in their own movement, right? It does get a hold of me a little bit, because in that idea, sometimes in my own limiting beliefs, in that little drummer girl kind of idea where I think I have nothing to contribute, what you think about is realized. And in my limitations, I think I fail part of my community who is struggling desperately, right? This week, this month, in this life, right? In this life. And I would just got off out of my messages with my friend, and she is my friend. I've never met her in person. I've met her online, right? We have been friends. It has taken a while being hyper vigilant. We do take our time, don't we, in building those connections. But over the years, right, we have built up a kinship. And in that kinship, she has been with me when I was in my most deepest of woes and hardest of struggles. And she was there to cheer me on and cheer me up. And I would like to do the same for her. But again, in those limiting beliefs and those ideas of my little drummer girl, where I think, what can I do? What can I do to help? Right? Sometimes it's just our company. And that's a truth. And that is, uh, I think, the best aspect and the best way to come at this word this week in this, right? This moment of sitting in with somebody else's struggle, somebody who's close to you, somebody who's contributed to your story, and right, and in your possibility of being able to contribute a little bit in the way of some support in some way, right? We sometimes think we can fail ourselves and we can fail others, right? And we can fail others in that. Each one of us has struggles, right? But sometimes we bottle those struggles up, and because we're highly sensitive, right? We have those empathic tendencies, we have that hypervigilance, that we think sometimes that everybody thinks the way that we do, right? And that's certainly not the case. And sometimes we think, right, that we're going to look bad in front of people, right? That who wants that pity, right? Nobody. Pity is not a good thing to come at you, but sometimes, a little bit of empathy, a little bit of kindness, sometimes just a open ear, right? Sometimes it's just sitting with somebody in that comfort, right? Or in this case, discomfort, that we really get to appreciate who those people are that truly care for us, right? That truly want the best for us, because they're the ones that are going to try and lift us up when they're broken themselves. And that's the truth, right? And I see that in my friend who is struggling in this moment. And in that reflection, I can see it in myself. And I have to say, it's kind of beautiful, isn't it? Kind of beautiful, because we could move forward and not even have an idea of who is watching out for us, who is tagging along with us, right? Right? Who's supporting us in our journeys, right? To give us an opportunity, possibly, to hold somebody else up in their journey. And that's what community is. It truly is. I've been amongst great crews in my lifetime. I have to be honest in that. And each one of those crews that I had found myself being nested in, right, was an aspect of myself that I was able to carry on, right? As I move along, meaning I take these characters along with me, right? Some of the lessons, some of the experiences, some of the kindnesses, even some of the unkindnesses, because there's lessons in the unkindnesses. There most definitely is, right? We take better care and we take better time in building those communities, don't we? In our hypervigilance, in being actually able to see our limitations and other people's limitations, see where we get things right, see where others get things right, see where we get things wrong, and see where other people get things wrong, and then actually have that opportunity to expand on that. And if we're lucky, while we're expanding, these people in our community expand also, right? In whatever they're doing, they're not even probably doing the same thing as you do, because some of these experiences that people have that I'm surrounded with, right? I couldn't have these experiences if I tried, right? They are crazy, crazy how they show up, how they impact each one of our lives, and an experience that impacts my life, right? Might not even be a thought for you, a concern for you. Might not have ever been anything that you ever thought of before, but because you see that I'm struggling with that, right? Sometimes you'll sit with me in my discomfort, right? And what does that do for me? Well, that compounds the word this week, community, because that shows me that somebody cares, right? That really right? Who wants to go through these sad, scary, maddening, emotionally exhausting, heartbreaking, full of grief experiences all by themselves? How does it make somebody feel when they have to go through those experiences by themselves and think that possibly, right, nobody cares? Nobody cares. And that's a terrible way to make some movement, right? That's asking to welcome in the bitterness, right? The noisy me, the give up. And if you're hanging out with me, if you're anything like some of the amazing, amazing characters who have graced me in their company in my adventure, right? That I might take a few moments in just appreciation as to where I'm at right now, and a little bit of appreciation for that community that lifts me when they're struggling themselves, that light in the darkness, that target audience, right? And that's what it is, right? The people who are just going out there and just doing the best that they can, even in their own struggles, lightening the load for others, not complaining, not asking for rewards or recognition, but just doing it because it's the right thing. Because it's the right thing. I couldn't ask for a better community than what I have. And if you've never met this community of mine, come and hang out with us on Sunday nights. It's pretty casual. You'll get to see how amazing this crew truly is. The topics of conversation, right? The lightheartedness and the heavy-heartedness in our support for each other. And we most definitely support each other in those conversations on Sunday nights. And not just on Sunday nights, right? I was just talking to my friend who was just having just the most terrible, terrible day, right? Lost pretty much everything that she owned, almost everything she owned, right? Sitting in a wheelchair, looking at a computer screen. That's what she's got in her life right now. And she is broken, about as broken as you can get, and as alone as you can get. And we got this word community, and these words come across my path just perfectly when they're most needed, right? Because she's got a community, right? She's got us. When I say she's got us, she's got me, and she's got anybody else that comes out and hangs out with me, just like anybody else out there who is struggling along, right? On Sunday nights, it's pretty light, it's pretty casual, but lots of times, right? It's pretty heavy because we're all struggling. We all have our moments. And when we have those moments, we're going to go to our communities because that's where we know the people are going to appreciate us. The very least, they're going to sit with us, right? They're going to hold our hands and they're going to help us to get through those hard times, right? I had so many friends, you know, in these groups, and it was just party, 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 and fun, fun, fun. But at the same time, I built those relationships, and those relationships have always been special to me. They have been deep, and I think within their arts too, I was appreciated as much. We were a community. Communities change, communities move, but in the moment, we should always have a community. We should always have, even if it's just a community of one, we should have that one place that we can go that will be understood, right? That will feel safe, contained, and held up, right? And held up because we can't always stand on our own. And isn't it amazing with this word community? Hmm? That we actually have an opportunity to be able to stand with others. And I think that's the best that I could do tonight. That's a lesson. That's a lesson coming to you by my friend Nancy, who reminds me in our conversations and in our friendship, right? That we are all in this together, right? And that is community, right? That's the big V. Okay, you guys, that's my good cheer. I'm just going to go check on my friend, make sure she's okay for the night, and then, right, that'll be the end of my day. And it was a good day for me, right? So I understand that somebody in my community is hurting. It's sad, it's stressful, right? But at the same time, I'm making movement and I'm bringing about change into my life. I'm setting goals and I'm moving towards them. We support where we can, right? And we just keep moving. We just keep moving forward. We just keep riding those waves. We keep adapting and conquering, and we never give up. And my friend Nancy, she'll pop up like a jack in a box, just like she always does. She always does. But wouldn't it be nice if she got a little bit of a break for a while? Right? Yeah, that would be good. Okay, you guys, that's my good cheer, and we'll see each other tomorrow.